What's going on, guys? Riggs here, and we kind of have the How to Play Like a Pro series, the hottest series on the channel, kind of going full circle. The very first person I ever featured in this series before it became what it is today is I featured this dude, Clazie, my man Clazie. We're going to be breaking down all of his tips, all of his tricks, not only how to become a better player, but specifically we're going to be talking a lot about ranking, as we do cover ranking a lot in this channel. Now, as Season 12 is coming to a close, that means Season 13 is just about to begin. So, pay attention, pay close attention to what we're going to be talking about in this video. And just to give you guys a quick intro, if you will, for those of you guys that don't know, possibly don't know who Clazie is, he has been playing this game since Season 2. And since Season 2, he has gotten Conqueror from Season 2 all the way through to Season 12. And he's gotten not only triple Conqueror, that means Conqueror in solo, duos, and squads all at the same time. He's done that in 3 seasons. But what he's also done 3 times, to include this season, is he's the #1 ranked player. That's right, the #1 ranked player in the world. We got him right here, you guys. You can see him using the hand cam right there. Beautiful. So that's just a quick update. He has participated a lot also in the crew challengers, where he's 2-time PUBG Mobile Warrior title, 1-time PUBG Mobile Warlord, and he has placed 2nd in the crew challenge finals. And of course, they were taken out by hackers. As we go through the video, he even has a little message for all the haters out there that think that he's hacking or that he's a cheater. So he has a special message for you guys. So make sure you guys watch the video until the very end. So the very first question we always usually start off with on the How to Play Like a Pro series is the favorite loadouts, right? So favorite loadout, and it kind of, I almost want to stop asking this question, because pretty much every single person we have featured on this channel says the exact same thing. Of course, the M416 with a compensator, the scopes of choice is a 6X or a 3, and he says AKM with red dot and any kind of muzzle, whether that be suppressor, flash hider, or compensator. The AKM is what he's using mainly for the close quarter combat. I also asked him what his favorite map is specifically for ranking. He says he likes Erangel more because he's a lot more familiar with it. I prefer to fight close quarters or mid-range. I also asked him what his least favorite map was, which is Sonok, because as you're ranking up, especially in Conqueror, and you're not only, once you get Conqueror, continuing to push through those 500 ranks to where he's at, which is rank #1, people tend to camp a lot, specifically on that map. So that's why he doesn't like to play Sonok as he's ranking up. So another question that we went ahead and asked him is, and this is a big one, you guys, and this has to do with people who don't have a team. I hear it all the time in the comment section, Riggs, I don't have a clan that I'm in, I don't have, you know, other teammates or friends I always play with. What tip can we give to those people who want to rank up but don't have a team that they're consistently playing with? He says if someone doesn't have a team, they should look into team recruitment and or add people from the leaderboards. He says seek like-minded players. I ranked Season 12 in South America with only randoms and still became #1 in squads and #1 season ranked. So this is the question I really want to ask, because it seems since Fate, since Kill Switch, since Simo Chan, we get a lot of haters down in the comment section for this series now. So I wanted Clazie to speak on that, which is, he says, to the haters, I would say, in Season 2, I was never called a hacker. Instead, I was called a noob. It took many months, and at this point, years of countless hours of experience to get where I am today. People judge what they see now, but don't judge what they never saw before. So again, I know people are going to ask, no, he has never been banned. This is his original account from when he first started playing the game. Just want to get that out there because I know people are going to be asking about it. So, following up for the next question, I asked him, what what are some tips you could give for somebody who not only want to rank up, but who want to rank up quickly? So here's his response. He says, for someone who wants to rank fast, play with players who are seriously trying to rank and take gaining points seriously. This is a huge one. Just a little sidebar. This is a huge one because more often than not, you'll play, say, three out of the people in your squad are taking the game seriously, and you have one that isn't, and they run off and end up dying. So that is a huge tip. I really want that one to marinate with you guys because you want to play the game. If you want to play the game just to have fun and you don't care about dying early, you don't care about points, then play with other people like that. The last thing you want to do is play with people when you want to play the game seriously and they don't. It creates a lot of tension. You end up not having fun, and it's just a bad experience for everybody. So that is a huge one, and I really want that one to resonate. He says, most importantly, communication and teamwork. If you want to rank fast, aim for the chicken dinner. Last circle, prioritize the zone and maintain position. He says if you're a low KD player, camp in a bush and pray no vehicle runs you over. Okay, next question. This was a big one considering he's gotten Triple Conquer he's gotten Triple Conquer in 3 different seasons. I asked him, in his opinion, what is the hardest mode, whether it be solo, duos, or squads, which one is the hardest? He says the hardest mode is probably squads because it takes more points to get Conquer at the end of the season, meaning sometimes it could be in upwards of 7,000 total points just to maintain Conquer. Think about that. He said solos is more campy and unpredictable, mainly because you don't have a team. You can't get revived. Duos is more strategy and teamwork. Squads is more about position and strategy, but squads are more reckless than duos. He says duo players are more likely to be more campy, but play more defense and offense. Like in duos, if you get a knock, instantly you are pushing pretty much 9 times out of 10. So that's his opinion on the 3 different modes. Now this is the big one. I know this is the one that a lot of you guys really like on the How to Play Like a Pro series, which is the tips. Of course, the tips, and he has a load of them. I told him to give me 5. Dude ended up giving like 8. So pay close attention. Tip number 1, he says, play with a minimum of 3 fingers if you're not using gyro. If you're a thumb player, at least have gyro turned on. But if you don't have gyro turned on, and being a thumb player, it's going to make it much more difficult. Can you do it? Yes, but 3 fingers, boom. More fingers, the better. No pun intended. Tip number 2, he says, the latest iPhones are OP. Invest in a good device. Serious pros use serious machines. If you're trying to play this game on a freaking Nokia, it's going to be very difficult. For the low-end device players, is it possible to still play this game and still be successful? Yes. Will you be Triple Conquer? Maybe not. But that's a big tip, and he makes a good point. When you look at some of these pro players, they are playing on the newest models of the newest phones. Tip number 3, he says, play solo, duos, and squads. He says, each teach different strategies. Play solo squads as well. Failure is a teacher. Never consider failure an excuse to quit. Absolutely love it. And of course, each mode teaching something different, which we already broke down just a minute ago. Tip number 4, play with other good players to learn from them. That's also a big one. Tip number 5, optimize your settings in training room until you get it right. Sensitivity, all that good stuff. Then test and tweak in TDM or classics until you have it right where you want it. That's another tip that a lot of pros often share that we feature on this channel is your settings. It's absolutely huge. Until one day I actually sat down and tried to configure my settings, and it took hours. Instantly, my gameplay became... All right, tip number 6. Have faith in yourself. Believe one day you will be better. Tip number 7, don't get nervous or panic. This causes you to make wrong choices in the middle of battle. Flow with energy, believe, and just be. Just being in the moment allows your instincts to give you guidance. Where to flank, where to position, where to shoot, when and where. Keeping calm is key to being a superior fighter in the midst of chaos. Tip number 8. Saving the best for last here. Tip number 8, most importantly, surround yourself with others who lift you up and not put you down. Positive players are good team players who will have your back. Toxic people will just ruin your spirit. We actually commented not that long ago about just that. So all this stuff kind of flows. It all kind of goes together. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we have the How to Play Like a Pro series kind of going full circle here, considering the fact that this was the very, very first person that we featured on the channel. But before this series turned into what it is today, where we do the kind of interview style format, where when I first did the How to Play Like a Pro series, it wasn't even going to be a series. It was just a one-time video playing with Clazie. We're playing a duo versus duo versus squads match. Jesus. And we ended up shredding. I posted it. People loved it. And it just kind of evolved from there to where it is today. And I was so happy to actually bring him back on after getting not only triple conquer, but the fact that he's #1 ranked player. Just look at the thumbnail. #1 ranked player in the world when it comes to ranking, the season rank. And he's averaging anywhere from a 15 to about a 30 KD depending on the game mode. And season in and season out, he is the most consistent player. And again, I'm so happy to have him back on. This is the clip right there of the people who beat them, the 5 Fingers. That was the team that actually beat them in the crew challenge. We're actually going to have someone win the crew challenge for once who wasn't a hacker. Didn't happen, but GG's. Big shout out to Clazie. Make sure you guys check out the link to not only his YouTube channel in the description, but also his Instagram. Also, while you're over on Instagram following Clazie, make sure you follow your boy Riggs, as I've had Instagram for a couple weeks now. Absolutely loving it. And of course, let me know who you would like to see featured next on the channel. And if anybody's watching this who has contact with somebody, whether it be a personality or someone else on YouTube or another social media platform that you'd like to see featured, and you actually know them, it's shocking how difficult it is. I'm like one of the easiest people to get a hold of, yet some of these other YouTubers, it's like they're like worldwide celebrities, or at least in their mind they are, and it's very hard to get a hold of them, if at all. So I'm trying my best. But yeah, if you guys have someone that you know that you can actually help bring on the channel, hit them up. I'll definitely give you a shout out. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, Clazie, thank you so much for your time. And actually the footage, this is not only Clazie's footage, but he edited everything. He did everything. So it's all thanks to him. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.